Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way to the performance area, please. I'll read out this week's topics, and then we'll see what our panellists can come up with. Right, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to hear on Crime Watch.
But before we see tonight's crime, let's meet the judges.
Police say they are looking for a black man in his 20s, and that they always will be.
Do you recognise this man? Thought not. It's Nick Clegg.
They say criminals always return to the scene of a crime, which is why we've probably got so many Australians over here.
Tonight, we're looking for the man who keeps on burgling my home every time I present this programme.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear on a TV election debate.
The truth.
And the lines have closed. Gordon, it could be you. David, it could be you. Nick, it's not going to be you.
I'm really very, very proud of my working-class roots. When I was growing up, we only had an outside toilet. Eventually, we got enough money to buy a house.
Cheryl, tonight, you're going to be mentoring the Lib Dems.
How will we shorten waiting lists? Simple. By letting the weak die.
Hello! I am the Messiah! And the Queen is a biscuit!
I am almost certain that was a floating voter.
Unlikely things to hear at an awards ceremony.
Our next award is for most inaccurate weather forecast of the year. Let's look at the 9,000 nominees.
And the award for Best Envelope Glue goes to...
Now, Teacher of the Year. Quieten down. It's your own time you're wasting.
And the award for special effects goes to the team behind Gordon Brown's smile.
And now we're going to watch a film showing some of the people that we've lost this year, including two you didn't even know were dead.
I'd bang that, I'd bang that, wouldn't bang that, I'd bang that. Anyway, the award for Best Actress goes to...
Welcome to the Accident at Work Awards.
And winner of the Suicide Bomber of the Year. I'm afraid they couldn't be with us tonight.
And the winner of the Best Scientist in Physics is... There's no ramp, Stephen Hawkins, it's not you.
The next category is things you wouldn't want to hear on a cruise.
We've heard reports of an iceberg, but don't worry, no ship has ever been sunk by a lettuce.
Hello and welcome to Ryanair Cruises. The following safety announcement is incredibly vital if you want to stay alive. And if you'd like to hear that, that'll be an extra £5.
No, we very rarely get any injuries from people playing quoits. You were just unlucky to be sunbathing naked with an erection.
Yeah, I'm in the cabin next to yours. Could you be a bit noisy when you're having sex?
There appears to have been an incident in the swimming pool. If a Mr. Barrymore could contact the captain.
Unlikely things to hear in a fitness video.
Oi, we're going to Ross Kemp on leotards.
Now I'd like all you ladies to turn around, face away from me, bend over and touch your toes. Oh.
I'm Madonna. I'm a 50-year-old woman with the body of a 40-year-old man.
Everybody wants a six-pack. I do, and I've already had 5 of them.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Cole. Welcome to my boxer-size video. Now, for this first workout, you're going to need a Nigerian toilet attendant and a really good lawyer.
OK, go on. See if you can raise your leg as high as I can. I bet you can't, because I'm Heather Mills.
OK, the next topic is unlikely lines to hear in a Hollywood blockbuster.
Nemo, where the fuck have you been?
I've worked out what to do with Goldfinger. What we do is we put him in a big envelope marked Cash My Gold.
Look, I'm just an ex-Prime Minister standing before an Iraq inquiry, asking them to love him.
Oi! 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 Hermione! Cocos Ingorgio!
Unlikely things to read in a Valentine's Day card.
I may be dyslexic, but that doesn't mean I don't vole you.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I've got something nasty, and now so do you.
Be my Valentine or die in a well.
I love your eyes, I love your nose, I love your smell. Why must you be a Labrador?
Roses are red, poppies are red, the grass is all red. Shit, the garden's on fire!
There are just 3 words I want to say. Dream on, bitch.
OK, next topic is unlikely things to hear in a science programme.
1643. The cold air balloon is invented, but it doesn't really take off.
For Einstein, it was easy to choose a DJ name. He would be MC squared.
Next, to demonstrate chaos theory, we've locked Boris Johnson in a room with an aardvark and some magic mushrooms.
I was the man who discovered DNA. I wasn't going to call it that, but I was giving a lecture to the Royal Society, and I said, gentlemen, I believe I've discovered the genetic fingerprint of all human life. Ta-da!
I've been Richard Dawkins. Good night, and God bless. Shit!
I did have here a pie chart to demonstrate obesity.
Apart from the human, the only animal to enjoy having sex is the dolphin. I had to shag a lot of animals to find that out.
I'm a meerkat, she's not lying.
Unlikely things to get through your letterbox.
Royal Mail parcel delivery. We called, you were in, so we ran away before you could answer.
Have you seen this dog? No? Maybe your windows are too dirty. Call Kevin, the window cleaner.
Are you looking for a dog walking service? Then call Ace Kebabs on 318-318.
Dear Miss Winehouse, congratulations on turning 100. Best wishes, the Queen.
Need a room clearing? Call me. I'll come round and fart in it.
Looking for an undertaker? Why not call Ace Kebabs on 318-318?
Open your letterbox. It's me.
I'll get through one day. The Taj Mahal Indian restaurant, formerly Ace Kebabs.
OK, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear at the Winter Olympics.
And here are the British ice dance pair, Heather Mills and John Sargent.
And while we wait for them to get set up there, we'll just pan the camera around. There's just a beautiful scenery. Oh, look, there's a herd of moose. Oh, no, that's the Romanian women's ice hockey team.
This is the big hill. Oh, that's long! That's very long! He's gonna wish he'd done his flies up.
And the conditions are perfect here, aren't they, John? Yes, they are, Bob. I haven't seen this much white powder since that stag weekend at the hotel in Bangkok.
Oh, and that's what ice hockey is all about. A man having his head repeatedly smashed into a glass wall.
The ski jump will start as soon as the British skier takes his hand off the side and stops crying.
Commercials that never aired.
Our website shows the complete range of pubic wigs. Compare the Milcan.com.
Carlsberg. Don't do liver transplants. But if they did...
Incest. Just do it.
Burger King, because you can't taste anything when you piss.
Have you got long, dry hair? Could we stuff it down an oil well?
Oi, Churchill! Have you been rubbing your arse on the carpet again?
Hello, I'm Carol Vorderman, and this is my grandmother. Yes, I will literally sell anything.
I used to drink Strongbow cider with my mate Dave, but he was killed by an arrow.
OK, the next topic is things you don't want to hear in hospital.
I'm afraid it's the big C. It fell off the sign at Curry's and hit your wife on the head.
Whose penis is this?
Come on, push! Push! We've got no staff and the bed needs moving!
So, just checking your notes here. You're Mrs. A. Oh, I'm sorry. You've got MRSA.
So, talk me through it again, Mrs. Hopkins. You were having Sunday dinner. You said to your husband, will you carve? And he just lay down on the floor and gave birth to a baby cow.
We're going to put you to sleep now because you're old and it's the kindest thing to do.
I'll tell you something funny about Dr. Thomas. In his handwriting, the words tonsils and genitals look exactly the same.
Accept this sacrifice, almighty Satan!
I don't like the look of the charts, Mr. Wilkins. Dizzy rascal at #1.
How many fingers? That's right, 2. 2. Fuck off.
Unlikely lines to read in the Bible.
The characters in this book are entirely fictitious.
And Samson said, Lord, why have you given me all my strength in my hair? And the Lord replied, because you're worth it.
Noah noticed that the ark was sinking. He hated woodpeckers.
In the courtyard, Jesus came across a man who couldn't walk. Brother, he said, have you been involved in an accident that wasn't your fault?
About the author, this is God's first book. He has one son, and he's a little bit touchy about gays.
OK, the next topic is things you won't hear your sat-nav say.
Don't be angry, but while you were getting petrol, I shagged your iPod.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
In 300 miles, you will realize this gimmicky voice was a terrible mistake.
Hold on, I've got the map upside down.
Left. Left. Your girlfriend's left.
Did you turn the gas off? Did you lock the door? Did you? Did you? I reckon we should go back. I reckon we should go back.
Where the fuck are we?
Unlikely things to hear at the World Cup.
I'll tell you what, that Nelson Mandela's a bit of a dick.
And we're a bit pushed for time this week, so both sides have been told to just play the highlights.
The last time I saw African kids this excited, Madonna was at their school with a net.
Well, it's very hard to tell with his legs at that angle, but no, that is definitely a Brazilian.
And here we are on safari. There is a giraffe and an ostrich. I'm terribly sorry, it's Peter Crouch's parents.
England are playing fantastically. This is a splendid DVD of 1966.
You want carpets? Canadian Diego your carpet!
OK, the next topic is unlikely letters to television channels.
Dear Channel 5, your recent documentary on dyslexia was insightful and sensitive. Please show The Boy with Shit for Brains again.
Dear Babe Station, have you actually read the trade description?
Dear Bravo, I don't quite know how to put this, but well done.
Dear Channel 5, isn't it time you just called it a day? No one will mourn.
I'm writing to thank you. On Sunday afternoon, while I was watching television with my wife, I was urged to press the red button. I did, and my wife had her first orgasm in 40 years.
Dear Al Jazeera, please bring back your hit sitcom, Men Behaving Baghdadly.
Dear Sky Sports -1. Thank you for showing the Grand National. I won £100,000.
Dear Points of View, who should I complain to if I think Points of View is shit?
Bad things to say on a first date.
My last girlfriend asked if I could play Smoke on the Water, so I threw a toaster in her bath.
You've got good hips. Let me see your teeth. We'll take her.
Actually, during the day, I'm something really high up in the city.
Well, so anyway, so listen, that's enough about me. Tell me about your sister.
OK, I did crop my Facebook photo so as you couldn't see my conjoined twin.
Whoa! How pissed was I when I asked you out?
Not as pissed as I was when I said yes.
OK. The next topic is unlikely lines to hear in a disaster movie.
From the makers of Snakes on a Plane comes Snails in a Caravan.
Ambassador Thrall, are you telling me that intergalactic war occurred because one of your people said, I'm going to the shops, do you want something? And another one replied, yes, get me a galaxy.
Men, we are heavily surrounded, but don't worry. Gaza has arrived with some chicken and a fishing rod.
Yeah, if you just press that, it'll be all right.
The boat is sinking, there's not enough lifeboats, and the worst thing of all, Celine Dion is singing the theme tune.
There is a house in New Orleans.
Do you not realise, if this contagion spread, the entire X Factor judging panel could be wiped out?
Rejected questions from this year's exams.
To keep them cool, the testes of the male Homo sapiens are on the outside. Should he put them back in his trousers?
If an oil well is spilling out oil at 50,000 barrels a day, how do you stop it? Really? How do you stop it?
If you mix blue and yellow, how crap is your government?
If Mary has one apple, Thomas has an apple and an orange, and Tarquin has 2 apples, an orange, an ugly fruit, and 2 kumquats, whose parents read The Guardian?
If you removed a man's lower intestine and stretched it as far as it could go, how angry would he be?
A car is travelling at a constant speed of 70 miles an hour round the M25. In what imaginary universe are they in fact travelling?
The next topic is things you won't hear in a gardening programme.
If you're into naked gardening, here's a tip. Be careful what you do with the shears.
And now, over to our lawnmower expert, Stumpy Jeff. Hi, guys!
See, David here has got some nice buddleia, and Jemima there, she's got some nice hydrangea, and I've got chlamydia.
Well, that's it for this week. I'm off home to plant my seeds. My wife's ovulating and I don't want to miss my slot.
See, here we see we've got a nice rockery over there, and there's a lovely fountain we put in, and next to that is the tree of knowledge. You will not eat from the tree of knowledge!
If your lawn suffers from patchy grass, just grow it along one side and comb it over.
And if you leave it for about 4 or 5 years, it should be just the right height to piss behind.
In a garden, it's... Who's blocking my light? Dara, could you just...
Unlikely things to read in a political memoir.
So we were playing Truth or Dare, and I didn't want to tell the truth, so I shagged Edwina Curry.
Big Ben struck 12 and stopped. Thank God. My buttocks were on fire.
I thought I'd pressed the button that summoned the tea lady. Imagine my surprise when it turned out I bombed Russia.
I suspected that John Prescott was having an affair when the 4 legs of his desk came through the ceiling above me.
I was actually at college with Saddam Hussein. We were at Sussex together doing chemistry and combined inhumanities.
At the start, there were 3 women in the cabinet, 5 in the cellar and 2 under the patio.
We'd sometimes break up boring cabinet meetings by convincing David Blunkett he was black.
Oh, when we got into Bosnia, the first thing we did was get the United Nations troops setting up trestled tables with plates of cheese straws and sausage rolls. But it turns out we were supposed to provide a buffer, not a buffet.
John Prescott, a book by me.
Take that, you bastard, he said. No one fucks with Mahatma Gandhi.
The next topic is things you wouldn't hear in a medical documentary.
Next, he was put in a CAT scanner. Unfortunately, the cat was still in it.
And so Nick Griffin comes round after the face transplant, and that's not the colour he was expecting.
OK, now cough, and cough again. OK, yeah, I've got the diagnosis. Got a cough.
Tara removes her top to reveal a hideous skin infection. Look away now if you're eating Rice Krispies.
The Siamese twins were joined in the most embarrassing place imaginable, and known by friends as the skipping rope.
Unlikely lines to hear in a kids' film.
Oi, Shrek! Have you been upsetting Colleen again by shagging those prostitutes?
Where's Nemo? Look inside the batter.
I'm terribly sorry. I'll just put my clothes back on. I thought you said chitty chitty gangbang.
Mr. Von Trapp, I'm here from the council. We've had complaints about some terrible singing coming from your house.
So, he asked all 5 of you if you would like to look round his chocolate factory, did he?
Mary Poppins, I arrest you on suspicion of supercalifragilistic sex trafficking.
I am Bambi, son of a murdered mother, husband of an endangered doll. I will have my vengeance in this rifle.
OK, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear in a cookery show.
And remember, you must eat the brain to get their power.
A lot of people recommend washing your hands after handling raw meat, but it's just as easy to let a dog lick them or to wipe them on a relative.
Golden, relax. We're doing a bit of dinner, mate. You're not sorting out the Middle East here.
So, just boil for 15 minutes, and if there's still life in her, she's a witch.
Sir, if you want to give your bar snacks that genuine pub feeling, why not sprinkle them with urine?
I'm Jamie Oliver, and in my new series, I'm going to be travelling the length and breadth of the UK in a VW camper. Welcome to Cock O' Van.
And believe me, these fried insect legs really are the bee's knees.
Today, I'm going to be making prune and sweet corn chickpea couscous, because I like to give my bowels a challenge.
Next, the ginger pudding. Anthony Worrell Thompson, what are you going to be cooking for us tonight?
So, I've been beating away for half an hour, but I'm just lonely. Let's get on with the cooking.
Unlikely things to hear on a news programme.
Behind me, a man lies dead. That's what happens if you pull faces in the background when I'm doing a piece to camera.
This is BBC Three's News in 15 Seconds. Floods, recession, Lib Dems, Wayne Rooney.
Medical news just in. Pioneering X-rays have proven that Nick Clegg has a spine.
Our tape of Big Ben is broken. Bong.
This is Fox News.
Are you there? No, there's no one there. Well, we hope to talk to Michael Jackson later.
Later on, we'll be finding how the Queen arrived in Australia butt first.
City news now. London is dangerous, York is old, and Bristol is a bit weird.
The next topic, please. Unlikely things to hear on a train.
This is the Virgin train service to Edinburgh. If you're not a virgin, would you please get off at Hemel Hempstead?
We would like to apologise for the bumpy ride as we entered the last station. This is due to some selfish bastard throwing himself under the train.
We are now arriving in Sheffield. Could all passengers in first class please pull back your window blinds and take a look at the real world?
We apologise for the delay to this service. This was caused by points failure at Make Something Up.
Hello. This is the train speaking. I know we're running a bit late, but don't worry. I know a shortcut.
Would the driver please contact the guard? We have no idea where you are.
This is the driver contacting the guards. Where am I?
Unlikely things to hear in a quiz show.
Well, welcome to Junior Mastermind, our annual competition to find the best nerdy, specky, knobby no-mates in Britain. 2010.
We asked 100 people, name something you eat with a spoon. And the top answer was, piss off, I'm busy.
So, Nick Griffin, you were the weakest link in that round, and yet you chose to get rid of Rashid. Why?
Welcome to Weakest Link Bankers Edition. You've banked nothing, scored nothing, and yet you still have a bonus.
You have one lifeline left. That's calling your country's government to see whether they will accept our demands.
I'm Dale Winton, and you've got to be in it to win it. And by that, of course, I mean my bottom.
The next topic is lines you wouldn't hear in an action movie.
Right, I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or just 5? To be honest, in all the kerfuffle, I've kind of lost count myself. But seeing as how this is a .44 Magnum, which is the most powerful shotgun in the world, could blow your head clean off, you gotta ask yourself, what am I like?
I know you're mad, Max, but getting drunk and blaming everything on the Jews isn't going to help.
First, Mr. Bond, I plan to aim the giant laser at the world. And then... Oh, fuck, this cat shot me again.
I'm Iron Man, doing what I do best. Ironing.
Which box do I put it in?
Terminator 5. Recycling Day.
I am Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the Legions of the North, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Gladiator! Ready!
Lines you wouldn't hear in a TV detective show.
The suspect has got a gun, but it's okay. Gaz has arrived and he's brought chicken and a fishing rod.
I'm not doing it. This is a midwinter murder. It's freezing. It's not in the contract.
Poirot, you've done it again. You've bored me shitless for the last 2 hours.
Yes, Miss Marple, we've had the lab results back, and it's very interesting. Actually, it's thrush.
He fits the profile. This is going to be a really boring episode of Hole in the Wall.
You're probably wondering why I've asked you all to gather here in the library. Sorry.
You wonder why I've asked you to gather in the line.
It's the TV presenter Noel Edmonds. Have you any idea why he was killed? It's the TV presenter Noel Edmonds.
The body is that of Eamon Holmes. We may need a little more chalk.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear from a sports commentator.
So, just 80 metres to go, and the building of this running track will be finished.
And Ricky Hatton there, bleeding heavily from the nose. This boy really knows how to party.
And we're just getting the news that Usain Bolt's ankle isn't actually sprained, it's broken. So the only thing to do is to collect some of his sperm and then shoot him in the head.
Hello and welcome to Sky Sports, or if you're watching Sky Sports 3D...
Hello and welcome!
Ah, the smack of leather on willow as Sue Barker walks into a tree.
So with 1 over to go, this next delivery could change everything. And it has. It's a no ball. I've won £400,000. And I'm on
to the airport.
Oh, and that's a beautiful shot there on the black. I really should remember these boxers' names.
Okay, again that round. The points go to Andi and Mark.